us. Yeah, 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 yeah. Starts with a feeling, and you ride it right away. Crashing so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the go don't work. Oh, 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 oh. You got me like, ooh. You got me like, ah. You got me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Breeze's Saints.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. With a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Now Wilson on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Wilson now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Paul Richardson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And it's up and good. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Ingram's got the 1st down and more. There goes Mark Ingram. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 74 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. To throw is Wilson. Throwing on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018, as that wound to the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles, they're going to have Kamara, Ingram, Thomas. If they have Breeze back at quarterback, this should be an excellent squad again.
It certainly should, and frankly, if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's another big win for them, especially with Armstead at left tackle, Ryan Ramczyk, who was a rookie last season at right tackle. They are loaded going forward. If they could get a real playmaker at tight end, that might be the last piece. And if that happens, I'd hate to be a defensive coordinator trying to game plan for them.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there, taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. On first down, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right at the line of scrimmage.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
They go play action here on 1st down. Bobby Wagner able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often
and he's going to go down again. Michael Wilhoit. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram. 76 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Wilson on 1st and 10. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Graham. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Wilson on first down. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Breeze hands to Ingram. Bulldozes past him. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going out, I'll keep handing them the football.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Breeze now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
On third and long, it's Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now it's Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That goes for a gain of 31. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Kamara trying again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Defense showing blitz. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Davis now. And that is incomplete. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah,
and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell you to go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's got room. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A busy night continues for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They run. It's Kamara. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. A big